this was a fraudulent election.
The scenes of chaos at the Capitol do not reflect a true America.
"9 a.m., Washington, D.C. Trump supporters begin to gather at the Ellipse, a 52-acre park south of the White House. They're responding to this tweet by the US president, a tweet asking them to be there and be wild. So far, the wildness is limited only to costumes.
I need you, Mr. President Trump, running this country for more years.
11:50 a.m., the gathering has run into thousands. The sentiments are running high. This is when an announcement is made.
Please welcome the 45th President of the United States of America.
Donald Trump arrives and makes this declaration.
We will never concede. It doesn't happen. You don't concede when there's theft involved.
This is followed by a promise. Trump tells his supporters he'll march with them all the way to the Capitol.
After this, we're going to walk down, and I'll be there with you. We're going to walk down. We're going to walk down anyone you want, but I think right here we're going to walk down to the Capitol.
Jesus loves you guys!
As the rally ends, his supporters take him up on his claim and march to the Capitol as Trump withdraws to the White House. Meanwhile, Congress members are making their way inside the Capitol building. Little do they know what's about to follow.
Madam Speaker and members of Congress, pursuant to the
1 p.m., U.S. Vice President Mike Pence opens the joint session. He refuses to block election results and certifies Joe Biden's victory. Outside the Capitol, a scuffle begins between Trump supporters and the police. By 1:30 p.m., the protesters have stormed the Capitol building. Some scale the walls. Others walk up the scaffolding set up for Biden's inauguration. They break through the security and enter the Capitol building. A police officer tries to stop them as they make their way to the Senate chamber, but to no avail.
Second floor!
1:45 p.m. Visuals emerge of police officers on the floor of the House with their guns drawn. Members of the Senate and the House of Representatives are evacuated. Both chambers suspend their deliberations.
What's your message tonight, Senator Schumer, to the country?
2 p.m. The protesters have taken over the Capitol. They stroll through the entire building. Some pose for pictures inside House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's office. Others position themselves on the seat of the Speaker. Outside the Capitol, the numbers continue to swell. The rampage continues for close to an hour. Donald Trump issues a plea on Twitter asking the protesters to remain peaceful, but the violence does not stop. Inside the Capitol, a video emerges of police attempting to treat a woman who was accidentally shot. The woman later succumbed to wounds in a hospital. Outside the Capitol, US President-elect Joe Biden asks Donald Trump to step up and ask the protesters to stop.
This is the United States of America. There's never, ever, 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 ever been a thing we've tried to do that we've done it together. We've not been able to do it. So, President Trump, step up. May God bless America. And may God protect our troops and all those folks at the Capitol who are trying to preserve order.
4:30 p.m., after almost 3 hours of the siege, Donald Trump asks protesters to go home but continues to denounce the election results.
This was a fraudulent election, but we can't play into the hands of these people. We have to have peace. So go home. We love you. You're very special. You've seen what happens. You see the way others are treated that are so bad and so evil. I know how you feel. But go home and go home in peace.
As the temperature drops, the crowd outside the Capitol begins to dissipate. By dusk, only a few hundred remain. Security forces announce the Capitol building is now secure. The House chambers are clean for the members to return to the joint session. By the end of the day, it's announced that 4 people died in the Capitol siege. Donald Trump, who promised to march with the protesters, never showed up. Bureau Report, WION, World is One. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.